Hey everybody, Lox here with a video from my favorite new game, Overwatch. Now I know I haven't posted a video in nearly a year, and perhaps I'll explain what I've been up to in another video, but for now I feel compelled to talk about an overlooked ability from one of my favorite characters, Zarya. Zarya's particle cannon projectiles do not expire over range, meaning you launch these puppies into the air much like artillery, all while Zarya is positioned safely behind cover. This gives Zarya the unique ability to spam popular bottlenecks, impede enemy progressions, punch through strongholds, and land first strikes on enemies straight out of spawn. And because her ultimate projectile has the same arch properties as her particle cannon, she can also pull off ultimates from the same positions. To pull this off, you'll need to memorize a few locations on each map where you'll be positioning Zarya. You'll also need to utilize Zarya's crosshair, weapon, hands, or other HUD elements to align your shots with environmental stuff. In this first video, we'll be looking exclusively at defensive positions on the Temple of Anubis. The first 4 artillery positions I'll show you target the attacker's spawn point A. The mech platform is a great starting position for Zarya on this map, so we'll look at her options here. Position Zarya where this pod is located, and if you can imagine Zarya's BFG is actually a badass mech dog, then give the doggy a concrete frisbee in the form of this Egyptian architecture. Position the dog right over the cylinder and spam to your heart's content. A secondary position in the same area can be found behind this post. Place Zarya slightly right of center, then position her middle knuckle directly on top of this tiny antenna. If you're hunting for targets, try adjusting your aim slightly to the right or left of her middle knuckle to spread your fire. The third position is located just behind the mech platform. Position Zarya so she is standing on this stone, then align the dog's bottom fang over this tiny antenna. The final spawn artillery can be made from a corner camp while defending point A. Position Zarya just right of center on the corner, then align her crosshair just to the right of the second furthest overhanging beam. Again, drift your crosshair to increase the spread of your shots. The next artillery position is the archway's bottleneck. Camping to the left or right of the archways is a common theme for Hanzo tryhards and stat patters. Take them out of their comfort zone with this position at the opposite end of the bridge from the mech platform. Center yourself at the bottom of the stairs, then align Zarya's left knuckle so just a tip of the small antenna is visible. You can target the opposite side of the archway by pushing Zarya along the back side of the bridge, then once again stopping at the end of the stairs. This time place her middle knuckle directly on top of the small antenna. The next position makes the assumption that capture point A is under attack or the attackers are now spawning there. To lob a few shots into the area, position Zarya at the end of this elevated stone wall near the defender's spawn point. Then align the dog's nose so it eclipses the top left portion of the sun. To extend your shots further into point A, jump to the next stone wall and align Zarya's dog over the sun again. The next position is similar to the archway's artillery, except now we're raining down particle shots on the gateway to the final point. Move Zarya to the left side of the pathway nearly centered between the 2 columns. As you move forward, you'll notice a vertically long stone that fades under the sand. Looking straight down, your crosshair should align with the stone's top left corner. Now raise your weapon and you'll find a small gap in the ceiling. Center your crosshair in this gap and thread your shots through. You won't go far to strike the opposite side of the doorway. Zap the pots out of the way by this column, then position yourself behind this small square stone. Looking straight down, your crosshair should be centered at the bottom of this stone. Look up and align your crosshair to be centered vertically with the opening, but place your crosshair on the far left side this time. This position could be particularly choosy by your placement as there is a tiny gap you have to thread your shots through. If your arch is too high, you may not reach the opening. final artillery will distribute fire directly on point B. Find this corner straight out of spawn, Then turn around, look up, and position your bottom fang so it aligns with this stone nub. The arch is so steep on this shot that you can achieve double fire if you get to point B fast enough. So, a slight disclaimer about artillery fire. It should really be utilized as a supplementary tactic and not a primary strategy. Don't get blasted in the face because you're spending all your time staring at the sky. I've memorized these positions and practical applications can be limited. It can make a significant impact on a game, but you have to know when to utilize them. Also, it's worth noting that these positions aren't immune to patching. It's not that Blizzard is directly patching against artillery, but because your alignment is based upon the environment, any environmental changes will have an impact on the relevance of these positions. I had to rework my positioning on this offensive artillery because Blizzard made a small change to this stone leg, which changed how I aligned my shot. That's it for now, guys. If you want a quick reference guide of this material, check the video description for a cheat sheet. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, you can help us out by clicking that like button. To keep up on the latest artillery vids and other Overwatch strategies, click that subscribe button and stay tuned right here on Myoelectric.